This Women's Day, let's go down in history to visit the history of the women who broke the stigma. It took Free India 75 years to liberate her women and give her guns. But this was thought of much early by the liberator of the nation, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Under his inspiration, an army of women were made, the Rani of Jhansi Regiment. She contested for the presidential elections in 2002. Born in 1914, she was much more than that. She was the Minister of Women Affairs and the commander of Rani of Jhansi Regiment. She was a doctor, a revolutionary, and a later communist. Captain Janki was the second in command of the Rani of Jhansi Regiment. She was the leader of the Burma contingent. She was there in the last stand of INA in Mount Popa, Myanmar. Born in a well-to-do Tamil family, the food served in INA camp made her cry initially. But she chose the hardships of the camp life so as to get the goal of India being free. One true goal. She, a teenager girl, would trek through the forests and swamps of Burma to recover the wounded soldiers with Netaji. Captain Neera Arya. She might seem like a normal lady, but she stabbed her husband when she came to know that he was commissioned to shoot Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. She was later exiled to Kalapani, but that didn't stop her from patriotism. In that very Kalapani, she was immensely tortured, still never gave in. Her hands were injured due to the shackles that she wore. A breast of her was cut off by the British officers so as to get her in pain, but no one could defeat Neera's determination and motivation. In Free India, Neera had to live her life as a flower peddler. This is what we have done to the soldiers who have gotten us freedom. She was the youngest spy of INA. Stationed as a male in the houses of the British, she used to get so many information that she used to pass that would have been of military importance to Azad Hind Fauj. One day she understood that one of her comrades were captured by these British. To save her, she dressed up as a dancer and went over there to save her comrade. Later on being identified, she was shot and her leg bled. She didn't give up. She hid inside a tree for 3 days without any medication. There were reasons why she was revered by Netaji in the regiment. Lieutenant Bharati Asha Sahai Chaudhary. She was a soldier in the Rani of Jhansi Regiment of Azad Hind Fauj. No, she didn't go to the front, but from her diary, we get to know about all the information and all the struggle that INA had to face. She gives us a brief description, or rather a brief and detailed description through her diary. Her parents, too, were freedom fighters. Not a single soldier from Rani of Jhansi Regiment ever left the camp for their own benefit. They stayed as long as their regiment stayed. And we question what a woman can do. The Japanese said that they wouldn't fund the Rani of Jhansi Regiment, thinking that women are weak. But the regiment proved otherwise. It was then the only armed women regiment who were trained in guerrilla warfare tactics. They were trained guerrilla military women. This is, in short, the routine of what they followed in camp. These women stood unputdownable. Salute to all those brave hearts. Thank you all. Happy Women's Day and Jai Hind.